Hello everyone and welcome back to Genie Crafts. Recently I put a poll on Instagram asking whether you guys would like to have a video on common queries associated with Pepakura, and here we are. In today's video we are going to take up some of the very common questions associated with Pepakura on its usage and how to optimize your time while working on Pepakura. So let's get started. So I'll address the most basic question that everybody keeps asking me about Pepakura, that whether it is free and does it work on Mac. So taking up the first question, the software itself is free. That means that you can download the software from the official website of tamasaf.co.jp. You can Google it and you will get the link directly on the Google. But to enjoy all the features or to unlock all the features of the Pepakura, you need to download the key code. It's a one-time purchase that you need to make, and this purchase is also applicable to all the future upgrades of the software. Next question, does it work on Mac? No. This software is not supported on Mac OS. It is only built keeping Windows in mind. So before I jump into next questions, let me first open my Pepakura Designer. Here we are. Next common question that I get is that when I load the 3D model, can I change its dimensions from the original dimensions? Yes, you can. So to demonstrate this, let me first load a model in the Pepakura and then we will talk about it. For now, ignore the no flip and flip because it has a very specific significance to it, which I will cover at the end of the video. Let's just click on no flip and proceed. When you first upload your 3D model, the actual dimensions of your model are displayed. So in my case, it is 19 mm by 20 mm by 19 mm. But 19 mm is a very small height. I want it to be at least 10 centimeter high. That means that it has to be 100 mm. You only need to change one of the dimensions and the other two dimensions will automatically get adjusted. Now, while you are developing your template, you figure out that no, I don't need a 10 centimeter high model. I want to build a 20 centimeter high model. Then in that case, after loading, if you want to change the scale, you need to go to settings, click on change scale, click on set scale again, and then again change the dimensions here and your model will convert to those dimensions. Do not worry if you have already unfolded it and you're thinking that I might not be able to change it now. You can always change it whether the model is unfolded or whether the model is not unfolded. Coming to next question. Can I remove the color that comes with the 3D model? And is it necessary to arrange parts by their color? So here is a very colorful model of a fish that I developed in Blender. As you can see that there are multiple colors involved. So the first question was that can we switch on and off the colors? Yes, you can switch on and off the colors if you are planning to build the model in a single color. So what you need to do is that you need to click on this button, set materials to faces, and it will switch off the colors. Now you don't need to worry about the colors and you can just simply distribute the model as per your convenience into 2D parts. But what does it help if you keep the colors on? First of all, if you are planning to build a colored model, then in that case, it's actually a good practice to keep the colored parts together. It helps in taking printout, especially if you are taking printout directly on a colored paper. And it also helps the Pepakura designer to club your colored parts together. For example, if I keep the colors on and I unfold it, you will see that majority of the colors will be grouped together. It's quite possible that in some cases the colors might be mixed, but in most of the cases the similar colors will be grouped together. So as you can see that all the browns are together, the blue has been separated. This blue is not completely separated because the design of the model is such. But in majority of the designs, you will see that all the colors are properly separated. So what I will do is that I will load another very colorful model and which will help you to visualize that in most of the cases, if you leave the colors on, what is going to happen is that you will be able to get a colored layout properly directly by the Pepakura and you don't need to do too much of arrangement on the 2D template. So let me just load it and do a automatic unfold. As you can see, all the blue colors are together. All the gray has been separated. Then you have the red separate, green separate, and all the colors are separate from each other. No single part has a mix of two colors. And that's the beauty of this software. If you specify the colors in your model itself, it will automatically separate as per the color layout of your model. And if you're planning to sell your template to other users, then it's actually good practice to put parts of same color together on a single page, so that the person doesn't need to waste a colored paper and he can take the printout directly on the colored paper for that particular section. Next, a lot of people have asked that why do I put so much text on the templates, and is it necessary to number the parts? No, it's not necessary to number the parts. So I will open one of the templates that I have. This is one of the simplest templates I have. It was the first model that I built. It only contains a total of 7 parts. So for a model as simple as this, you don't actually need a numbering sequence, but it helps if you number your parts. A person who is not so good in building those models, it actually helps these kind of artists to start on their journey of papercraft. Next question, are cut lines necessary, and how to reduce time in marking the cut lines? Now this is a Megabot model that I built, and you can see that there are a lot of parts. If I leave it up to Pepakura to divide this model into different 2D parts, you will see that the distribution that the model does is very complex, and let me show it to you. Now if you look at these parts, let's take example here. This is one single part, it's completely connected. If I take a look into this particular glue flap, now these glue flaps, the ones that you see on screen right now, are so small that when you are actually going to build the model, it will become very difficult for you to paste the edge and the flap together. So it's important that you tell Pepakura that where you want your divisions to be, so that Pepakura can divide your model accordingly. That means what you need to do is that you need to tell Pepakura that kindly divide my model here. How do you do that? You click on this specify cut line edges, and now wherever you will click, the lines will become orange. That means that Pepakura is now going to place a cut here. So if I want these to be divided, I need to specify each edge. But this seems to be a very time consuming task. Clicking on each edge, making sure that the orange lines are there for Pepakura to know that it needs to cut here. So there is a shortcut to it. What Pepakura allows you to do is that if you double click on any edge, all the adjacent edges either in the horizontal or vertical or diagonal direction will automatically get selected. What I mean is that if I double click here, all the edges are getting selected unless there is a division in between. So to show again, the entire circle is selected. You can see, and I don't need to click on each edge again and again. Similarly, if I click on a vertical edge, all the combined vertical edge will get selected. Next question somebody asked, and it was related to, can Pepakura also create files for 3D printing? And this person asked me that, is it possible to remove the glue flaps and the fold lines from the model? So the answer is yes, you can do that. To remove the fold lines, you need to go into setting and then click on other settings. Under the line style, select none for mountain and the valley fold, and then click OK, and all the fold lines will be gone. So this is how you can remove the fold lines. To remove the glue flaps, all you need to do is go to the 2D menu and uncheck the option show flaps, and the flaps will be gone. And now your model is without any glue flaps and without any folding lines. Next question is that how can I arrange more parts on one page? Let me try to arrange pieces on a single page. Let's see if it is possible for me to arrange all the pieces without overlapping with each other. But this one piece I cannot arrange without overlapping with the existing pieces. So what can I do to put this piece on this page only? So all you need to do is change your print and paper settings. That means that by default this page is A4 size. If you make it A3 size, under setting, go to print and paper settings, and if you select A3 paper here, all of a sudden you will have more space on the same page. So this helps you to actually arrange more parts on a single page. Now this also means that you will need to take a printout on the A3 size paper so that you can build the model to the exact dimensions. If in case you use the A3 size print and paper setting and you take a printout on the A4 size, then your model will definitely not be 100 mm high. It is going to be smaller than that. So this is another way of changing the size and shape of your output model by either printing it on a larger scale of paper or printing it on a smaller scale of paper. So that's how you can arrange more parts on a single paper. Next question, how do I find parts in a complex model? After you have done the 2D rendering of your 3D model, sometimes it becomes difficult to locate the 2D parts in the 3D model. So there is a very smart way of doing it in Pepakura. Let me show you. Here is a very complex model. You can just tell it with the number of parts that are there in the model. And if you click on a part, it will not be easy for you to locate that part. Now I want to see where this part is. So I'll press Ctrl K on the keyboard and wait for the correspondence window to appear. What correspondence window helps you to do is that it will help you to select a particular part. So if I select this part, my rest of the model will get grayed out and only the part that you have selected will be visible. So this is the part that this particular piece was referring to. Similarly, if I click here, so this allows you to see where your part actually lies within the 3D model. It's actually a very good way of understanding how your division has also happened on the 3D model. Next question is understanding the folds of your 3D model. Pepakura actually provides animation of your 3D model, converting it into 2D model and vice versa. So let's see how that works. It will actually help you to understand the entire animation process and how the folds are working, where the parts are getting folded, where the parts are getting glued together. It will help you with that. Now let's see how the animation will work for this simple model. So in case you are not able to understand that how a particular fold is going to work out, whether it is going to be a valley fold or a mountain fold, even after the folding lines, I think it's a good way of understanding how your folds need to be. So this actually helps in understanding the folds in your 3D model. Next question, can we create files for 3D printing? Yes, you can create files for 3D printing. The software allows you for that. For that, you need to click on the file menu, go into the export sub menu. Under that, go into the vector format and click on DXF files per sheet or DXF formats. So this will allow you to create your 3D files and you'll be able to utilize those files for 3D printing also. Next question is a tricky one and requires a slightly lengthy explanation, even though the question is very straightforward. Will numbers and lines be visible after assembling the model? The answer to that question actually depends upon one of the key steps that you take when you are loading the model. So whenever I'm loading the model, we always get the first choice whether we want to flip or we don't want to flip the faces. Normally we'll select no flip, then we'll select the front and the bottom faces, and then we'll select invert or no invert and finish and select our scale. Now when I have clicked unfold, the upper side that we see on the 2D parts is actually the underside of your model. What I mean is that all the numbers and everything that is present here, all the text and everything that is present on top of this part is going to go inside the model. So if you have taken printout on a colored sheet of paper, you don't need to bother whether there are numbers or whether there are folding lines present on your model. It's all going to go inside, and on the outside of the model, you're not going to see any of those things. But this entire situation changes when you select the flip option rather than the no flip option. So let me just reload. The moment you select flip, the faces are turned over. That means the colors have now gone inside the model and the non-colored faces have come out on the outside of the model. everything else remains same. Now when you'll unfold, and the colors that you see on screen, they are basically the outside of your model. So if now you are going to cut it and paste it, all these folding lines and all the numbers and edge IDs are going to be visible. There is nothing you can do about it. If you see in my hand, this model that I developed with this template only, you can see that all the numbers and all the edges are here. It doesn't actually look good because you don't want to see the numbers and the text on the models that you are developing. So what's the next step that you can do? The next step that you can do is, first you can remove the edge IDs, but then it will become difficult for you understanding which edge to glue together with what flap. So basically you will need to keep the model open in front of you all the time you are actually developing your model on paper, and it's going to take you a lot of time. In the normal model with the no flip option, when I developed this model, it hardly took me 15 minutes to complete this model. But when I developed it, without the number, the one that you see right now in my hand, both are from the same template of flip, but in one case the numbers are visible, in the other case the numbers and the lines are not visible. And it took me almost for this one it took me again only 15 minutes. For this one it took me almost half an hour, double the time. And this is a very simple model. It only contains 7 parts. And in case I go ahead and even remove the lines, it becomes even more difficult, because now you don't know whether you need to make a mountain fold or you need to make a valley fold. So while the options are available for you, you can always get rid of numbers, you can always get rid of lines, and you can always ensure that you can take a textured printout directly and connect the models. But then you will need to have the model in front of you all the time while you are pasting, and this will be very challenging if you are developing a complex models like some of the ones which I have shown you before. And now the last question: how to quickly separate all parts individually? What I mean here is that you want to separate each face in an individual part, and this is done very quickly and very easily in Pepakura. So let me just undo the unfold. In fact, let me just reload the model again. Let me reload a slightly complex model. No flip. Next. No invert finish. Let's make it 240. I want each and every face that is present in this 3D model to be separated. So all I need to do is go to 3D menu and select separate all faces. The moment you will do, you will find cut lines corresponding to each and every face. And now when you will unfold, it's not only going to separate all the faces, it's also going to group the faces by colors. So your job is much easier. Now you need to number the parts accordingly and start connecting them. If you have problem finding a part, you can always press Ctrl K. Select a particular part, and it will show on the model where that part is. So that's all for today, folks. I hope I have been able to answer a lot of your questions on Pepakura. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye bye.